Today we will discuss about media and democracy and what are all the things which are present in NCERT books of 7th class, and we will start 8th class also. Media. Media is called as fourth pillar of the state, fourth pillar of the government. Media is called. First pillar is legislature, who are elected by the people. Understand this. There are three organs for the state. For the state we have to tell it is not for the government. Government means executive. State means a political system. Who is running the government is called as state. That boundary which is having one particular political system is called as state. So state will have three organs. State will have three organs. 1, 2, 3. First organ is called as legislature. Who are legislature? Who are elected by the people are called as legislatures. In India, we don't have direct democracy. In India, we have indirect democracy. Means what, sir? In India, we will be electing the MPs directly. People will elect MPs. Now elections are happening now next month. And MPs will elect the Prime Minister. So our ruler is Prime Minister, and that Prime Minister is not elected by the people but elected by the MPs. But MPs are elected by the people. So the government means whom? Council of Ministers headed by Prime Minister is called as government at center. Council of Ministers headed by Chief Minister is called as government at the state. So in the state, the Council of Ministers headed by the Chief Minister is elected by the MLAs. The Council of Ministers headed by Prime Minister is elected by MPs. That is called as government. So state means the political system, the complete administration of a boundary is state. The state will have originally three organs. The state will have originally three organs. State have three organs. State means Rashtrangadu. State means a political system which is governing a territory. That particular system is called as state. State have three organs. One is legislature. One is executive. Other is judiciary. Other is judiciary. Who are legislature? MPs in the center and MLAs in the state are called as legislature, who are elected by the people and who will be sitting in the parliament are called as legislature. Executive. Council of Minister headed by the Prime Minister, Council of Minister headed by the Chief Minister is called as executive. That is called as original government. This is called as government. Judiciary, who will give judgments based on civil cases and criminal cases, is judiciary. These are the three organs who are responsible for the functioning of the state. The state will function not only because of executive, the state will function not only because of government. There is an interrelationship between government, legislature, judiciary. These three bodies, when they work properly, then only the state will function properly. If this system fails, then complete country will fail. If this system will fail, country will fail. If this system is fail, country will fail, means state will fail. If we want to protect the state, if we want to have a proper administration in the state, then there is a need for synchronization between the legislature, executive and judiciary. So, every state have how many organs? Three organs. Executive, legislature and judiciary. Remember this lifelong. So, this is fixed organs. We have three organs. I am state. My body is I am state. This is a territory. This is state. So, if this state need to function properly, I have three organs. One is called as executive, other is called as legislature, other is called as judiciary. Executive means government. Legislature means who are elected by the people. Judiciary means whose role is to look into whether the administration of the country is happening according to the provisions of the constitution or not. So, judiciary main duty is, apart from civil cases, apart from criminal cases, the main function of judiciary is whether administration is happening according to the rule of law, according to constitution. Rule of law means concept. Example of this concept is constitution. Did you got it? Rule of law is not book. Rule of law is concept. So example of concept is constitution. So judiciary will look whether executive is working according to the constitution. Judiciary will look whether legislature is working according to the constitution. Means I am there. So there is a judge. She is judge. I am government. I am Narendra Modi. So I am ruling the country. So the judge will look, the judiciary will look when I am running the government whether I am following rules or not. The rules is called as constitution. Whether I am following rule of law or not. That is whether I am following constitution or not. The judiciary will look and judiciary will tell me, hey, what you are doing, you are not following constitution. Or when I am following constitution, the judiciary will not come by because I am following rule of law. So in that way, three organs will be there. One organ is called as executive, other organ is called as legislature, other is called judiciary. Now, little bit inside. Now legislature, understand, don't get confused. We have, in the last class I told you, there is constitution and there is parliamentary laws or simple laws. I told you this if you remember. So the supreme authority means the supreme book where everyone should follow in the country is Constitution of India. It's fixed. Everyone should follow Constitution of India. But Constitution also made one provision. Means Constitution made some provision. Means for example, I am there. For example, I am the director of the academy. So I am the director of the academy as well as I am faculty also. So I will be busy. If I am director, then I will look into the administration. If I am faculty, I will be teaching. But if I am both, means I will have a lot of work. Why? Because I have to look into the administration as well as I have to teach also. But teaching is not easy. I should also prepare. So time will go into that. Then whether every decision can be made by me. For example, a Safai wala came. So Safai wala, you want to increase 100 rupees extra. So that also, if the information come to me and I have to take the information, means I will be overburdened or not. Then what I will do? I will create one middle line. So what will happen? Small decisions will be made by the middle line. When major or important decisions should be made, that will be made by me. So that when the power is vested on the everything, all the powers, nothing is left below, everything is present on the top is called as centralization. If the power is given, bottom is called as decentralization. So constitution is what? Supreme authority. But day-to-day activities, day-to-day life activities, we have to follow some rules and regulations. For that also we have to go to constitution? No. For small things, but daily activities, we can make a law. Oka chattam cheyochu. Parliament lo, legislatures, valandaru kuchoni, they will make one law. Now they will make the law. But according to the provisions of the supreme authority. Now small daily activities will be done by whom? The parliament. So that particular, then who should be the parliamentarians? Who should make these laws? People elected. This elected body is called as legislature. So already supreme book is there. The supreme book is called as constitution. But everything we cannot draw from supreme book. So there is a need for a decentralized rules for day-to-day activities, some urgent activities. For everything we cannot go to the constitution. So for that particular decentralized laws, we made what? Parliamentary laws. For this all, state, legislature, executive, judiciary, who is supreme means constitution only. Everyone should follow constitution only. In this academy, everyone should follow me only. Constitution is the supreme authority. But sometimes some important simple things also should be done. But for that there is no requirement of going to the final authority. There will be one middle line. That middle line is called as parliamentary law. So this parliamentary law is nothing but the people who are sitting in the parliament. The people who are sitting in the parliament will make necessary laws for day-to-day administration. But the day-to-day administration which we have to make the laws, that should be according to the provisions of constitution. But however, they will also make that simple legislations. That particular legislations will be made by whom? Legislatures. MPs in central and MLAs in state. Those peoples are called as Legislatures or parliamentarians. Like what, sir? Citizenship Amendment Act. Like what, sir? Farmer bills. 2020 it was famous, farmer bills. So those are legislations made by whom? Legislatures. According to the provisions of Constitution. Who will be implementing it? Then someone should implement these rules, no? Police should implement the rules. Then who is implementing these laws? Executive. Whether when this executive is implementing, whether the executive means the government employees as well as the government, when the executives are implementing, whether they are implementing according to the legislation, whether they are implementing according to the constitution or not, who will be checking? Judiciary. Audit. So when middle line is making laws, when the middle line is making rules and regulations, sometimes some money might come, for example, sometimes a decision might they take for which they might get some benefit. So then it is violation, it is wrong. So there will be another body which is called as audit. So audit will check. So the supreme authority have gave some powers to this middle line, whether this middle line is following according to the supreme authority or whether this middle line is working according to the rules and regulations or not. This audit is called as judiciary. In that way, every country in the world will have three organs, and these three organs are final and binding. One is legislations, who will make the laws; executive, who will implement the laws; judiciary, who will check whether the laws are being implemented according to the provisions of the rule of law or not. Three organs will be there: legislature, executive and judiciary. Legislature, executive and judiciary. State, legislature, executive, judiciary. Legislature means what? Who will make the laws. Executive means what? Who will implement the laws. Judiciary means what? When they are implementing according to the provisions of. These are the three organs of the state. Any country, these three organs will be there. There is fourth pillar for the state. There is fourth pillar for the state. First pillar, second pillar, third pillar. And the fourth pillar for the state is called as media. In order to explain this, I explained all these things. The fourth pillar is media. Why media, sir? Judiciary is sitting somewhere in Delhi. Supreme Court of India is located somewhere in Delhi. And all the Supreme Court judges are old people. What is happening across India? Sometimes they will know, sometimes they will not know. If they know also, how they will come to know? Through media. How I have to implement the laws? How I will come to know? Media. What type of laws I have to make? How I will come to know? Media. In this way, the main purpose of media is giving information, giving data to the public, to the executive, to the legislature. That particular platform which is giving information and data is called as media. There should not be any confusion. The three organs of the state is executive, judiciary and legislature. Legislatures will make rules. We will follow some rules, no? Who will make it? Legislatures. Why they got the power to make the rules? They are the representatives of the people. And these representatives of the people elected whom? Executive, government. So the representatives of the people who are legislatures have confidence in this executive and told that you people should implement it. So who is implementing body? Executive. But I have doubt whether this executive will implement according to the provisions of the rule of law or not. So I created. Then who should give the information to the judiciary? Media. What type of laws should be made? Who should give the information? Media. How to implement? Who should give the information? Media. So for the functioning of this first pillar, second pillar, third pillar, who is the information dissemination center? Media. So media is called as fourth pillar and the most important pillar of Indian state or Indian administrative system, because the information dissemination is important, no? People should get the information and the executive should know how to implement. Legislature should know how to make the laws. Judiciary should know they are violating the laws. Then who is the platform which will be disseminating the information? Media. Means what? For any functioning of the judiciary, executive, legislature, the big role is media. So media is the protector of democracy. Sir, their violation is happening, their rule of law is not applicable, their rule of law is not making properly, there is violation of rule of law. These all ensure what? Democracy. This all system will ensure what? Democracy. So, who is the protector of democracy? Media. If media is biased, then democracy will be compromised. If media is biased, then the democracy will be compromised. Yes or no? 24/7 if I see Sakshi channel, I will think Jagan Mohan Reddy is God. He is more than God. If I see Republic channel 24/7, then I will, Narendra Modi is more than human being. If I see ETV, then Chandrababu Naidu is bigger than the life. If I say Namaste Telangana channel T News, KCR is the only person on the world. Means biased media. It will manipulate the intentions of the people. So media should not be biased. Media should be independent. What is happening, that should be telecasted. They should not give judgment, but our media will give judgment. Judgment should not be given. Media should give news. News means what, sir? Information. Media should give information and the people will make the judgment. Who are you to determine the judgment? They will only fix it. Jagan Mohan Reddy is a very good chief minister. People are telling very, very happy. They will only tell that people are very happy. How you know people are happy? Are you people? No. So every media, how it should function. In democracy, the media, most important is it should provide news and discuss events. It should provide news. It should be a platform for debate. One person should promote a uniform civil code, one person should reject a uniform civil code. In that way, when discussion happen, people like us will understand, oh, these are the positives of uniform civil code. Oh, these are the negatives of uniform civil code. Then I will make the judgment. Who I am? I am people. I am a citizen. You should not determine what I should think. You should not finalize what is my opinion. I have my own opinion. So the main function of media is providing news and discussing events. That is called as neutral media. If that media is there, what will ensure? Democracy will ensure. Why? Because I will have my own opinion, no. Then I will vote according to my wish. But 24/7 if I am seeing Sakshi channel, I will also become Sakshi for Jagan Mohan Reddy. So they are brain feeding me. They are brainwashing me. Means what? I am not acting according to my wish. I am not acting according to my neutral senses. I got biased. When I am biased, whether I can make a neutral decision? No. When I have a prejudices, whether I can be independent? No, already I made a judgment. This teacher is not good. You made a judgment. However he tries, it will not go into your brain. Why? Because you made a judgment. So media should not work like that. Media should be independent. Media should provide news. Media should provide a platform for discussion. They should not become a platform for judgment. Who will give the judgment? Judiciary will give the judgment, or else people will, individual person, I will make my own judgment. I am also having no power to judge on other people's. I have power to judge myself. Number 2, what type of report they have to give? Balanced report. A proper balanced report should be there. This is the functioning of Narendra Modi. These are the aspirations of Rahul Gandhi. A balanced report should be given, then I will make my own judgment. I will make my judgment for my voting. I will not influence other people also. I don't have any power to influence other people. I don't have any power to judge other people also. Why? Because no man is perfect. Only perfect man have the power to judge. Obviously, when you are not perfect, how you can judge other person? So media is what it is doing? Judging. It should provide news. It should that to give what type of report? A balanced report. But however media will give when Sri Devi died. Our TV9 sat in the tub of the Sri Devi also. Like this she died. One person sat on the satellite rocket. Complete space is looking outside. One green screen they kept. The report should be balanced. Independent. The most important is independent media. Now Doordarshan is also nowadays not independent. Once upon a time Doordarshan is independent. Doordarshan is also not independent. So every media should work independently. Every political party have their own media channel. This Telangana Chief Minister to everyone have their own media, I will also keep one media channel, he told. It became like that. అందరు పొలాల్లో మొలకలు వచ్చాయి, నాకే ఇంకా టీవీ ఛానల్ లేదు, నేను ఒక టీవీ ఛానల్ పెట్టుకుంటాను. సో దెర్ ఈస్ అన్ ఇండిపెండెంట్ మీడియా. And issues relating to the working of the government, who should telecast, what is happening in the village, in the remotest of the area, people are suffering with hunger. Means the remotest village, if the people are suffering with hunger, means who failed? Government failed. So the main duty of the media is issues relating to the working of the government. Government, how it is functioning, who should telecast? Media should telecast. So first one is what? Providing news and discussing events. A balanced report should be provided. Independent media should be provided. Issues related to the working of the government should be mentioned. The media decides. It sets agenda. What people want, they will only set. People will set. Sakshi channel will set that the people want Jagan Mohan Reddy as the chief minister. He is the only messiah left. So the agenda is also set by media. So a 7th class student is going to know, oh, what I am seeing daily in the TV is biased. So I should not influence by those. Why? Because few of the, not all, few of the, but nowadays all, few of the media channels are, they are not providing news and they are not discussing the events, they are biased. They should give what? Balanced report. Then I will judge the media channels. So if they are giving independent, if they are giving balanced report, then I am going to watch that media channel. A 7th class student is going to. If these are there, then democracy will thrive. If these are there, then democracy will get success. A hardcore Jagan Mohan Reddy, Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister, enemy, if he watch 15 days Sakshi channel 24/7, only one channel is fixed, then 16th day he will become the disciple of. Only one person will be telecasted 24/7. So that type of media is not working. That type of media will go against the functioning of democracy. So what is our duty? To protect democracy. So in order to protect democracy, what type of media should be there? Independent media should be there. You are there, I am there. If I am giving partiality to any student, repeatedly I am giving partiality to one student, then obviously everyone will think that this person is giving partiality to one student. So the stature which I had will come down. Why? Because I am not acting independently, I am acting dependently. Means what? When you want to elevate your position, you have to act independently. When people, mainly institutions, should act independently. So media and democracy. There is something called as social advertising. What is social advertising? It can be government or a private. Advertisements made by the government or private agencies that have a larger message for society. What? Everyone please vote on May 13th is what? Social advertisement. Why? Because no one is going to get benefited out of it. It is the people. I am giving awareness to the people. Please everyone go and vote. It's benefit of the society. So when we are giving the news for the benefit of the society, that particular advertisement is called as social advertisement. So whenever we come across the news item in any newspaper, it is a social advertisement. For example, people, everyone come and vote. No one is going to get benefited. That type of messages are called as social advertisement. Different, so there are markets also there. Different market sites. First one, weekly market we have in Ashok Nagar. Monday we will have, Tuesday we will have. Weekly market, Angadi. So every week one day will be decided and that day they will come and they will settle there. Another day they will go to another area, another day they will go to another area, another day they will go to that particular type of markets are called as weekly markets. There will be neighborhood shops also, like our Kirana shop. Neighborhood shops. And next will be shopping complex. So 3 different varieties of markets are there. A 7th class student, I am explaining there is a market. So 3 different varieties of markets is called. One is called as neighborhood market, other is called as shopping complex market, other is called as